So after you're done installing Python on your computer and installing a text editor on your computer, we are all set. Now we will do some basic printing in this exercise in your text editor, whichever it might be. So your Atom text editor will look something like this. Don't worry if it doesn't. All you need to do is just go to File, type in New File, and just close all the tabs other than this file. Okay, you can close this tab if you want to. So as you see, this thing doesn't look like much. In fact, it doesn't look like anything, but it's just a basic text editor with a lot of colors in it. And if you see here, the numbers that'll be on the left side, I'm not typing these numbers. They will be typed in by themselves as I keep on writing in more lines of code. So let us do some basic printing in this exercise. First, type in the command print. Okay, and then a round bracket, which is also called parentheses, and within the round bracket either use single quotes or double quotes. If you see here in this text editor Atom, if you enter one single quote or one double quote, usually the other single or double quote will be entered by itself, and you'll be able to write some text inside this. Okay, usually it's pretty handy if it does happen. So like any other basic printing exercise, our first code will be to type in hello world. How fun. Hello space world. Okay, now you need to make sure that you save this file, and it's usually a good idea to save this file on your desktop. Save this file by using Command S or Control S if you're a Windows user, and name this file as ex1.py. Now .py is the format that is used by Python. If you see here, it's UTF-8, which is a text format. I'll go into detail somewhere down the line what UTF-8 exactly means. Currently, all you need to know and do is that .py is the format that Python uses for its files, and this is how you need to save all your files from now on. And usually it's a good idea to save these files on your desktop. Hit return, and if you see here, the colors have changed, and I guess this is one of the reasons why I like Atom, because it has a lot of colors. Atom is not the best text editor, but I guess it's good for beginners. Now go to terminal. Type in ls, which lists all the directories. Type in cd, which changes the directory. Type in desktop, which changes the directory to desktop. Hit return. Now you're in desktop directory. Now type in Python 3. Since we are using Python 3, hit space and type in ex1.py, which is the name of the exercise that we just created. Okay, ex1.py, and then hit return. Now as you see here, hello world has been printed just as we typed in. Say you want to make a few changes to hello world and you want to do hello worlds, and you want this W to be lowercase, then just do it. Say you want to have another print line, another line that will be printed like the hello world that was just printed in terminal. Just I will print again, open a parenthesis. If you see here, a parenthesis will be created by itself. A closed parenthesis will be created by itself. And you can try doing a single quote for this line and type in some random stuff. Let's just type some random stuff, some very random stuff. Okay, type this exactly how I have typed, and be sure to save this file by using Command S or Control S if you are a Windows user. Go to terminal, again the same process, ls cd desktop, now Python 3, and type in exercise 1 ex1.py and hit return. Hello rules, some very random stuff. As you see here, what we wanted to print has been printed. So this is some basic printing that you can do in Python. Now, if you still don't understand what I have done, just use this hash, or it can also be called as pound or octothor character hashtag above each print line and explain what you're doing in this line. Just type in English what you're doing in this line. Okay, so for example, let me show you some example. So I'm typing here in this exercise, I will be doing some basic printing. Another hashtag. Now remember, this hashtag is a comment. This hashtag will not be printed within the terminal app while running the program. This is just a simple reference for you to know what you're doing in each line of code. Now usually programmers will not be typing in comments for each and every single line, but it is usually a good idea for beginners to do that, since it helps them to get a clear idea of what they're doing in their code. So just type in print, then open up the round bracket, then do not forget to type double quotes and just type the text that you want to display in terminal as an output inside the double quotes. And close the double quotes and close the round bracket if it didn't, close itself. Okay. Now it's usually a good idea for beginners who don't know what escape sequences are exactly. Now it's a good idea for them to just use double quotes instead of single quotes. But after you're done writing this comment, go to the next line, type in hashtag again, and again type in a comment that explains this line. It's a good idea to explain each and every line for beginners. Another print line that uses single quotes. Okay, then this just save the file again, Command S. Now if you run this file on terminal, ls cd desktop and python 3 ex1.py. If you run this file again, you see here nothing has changed. Even if we typed so much stuff, nothing has changed since what we typed was a comment. So anything that has a hash character on that line, that entire line will not be considered in the output, but it'll just be a comment for you to understand what you're doing exactly in the next particular line of that code. Hence, it is a great idea to type in comments above each and every line of your code so that you can understand what that particular line means. So anyway, now what I want you to do is create another file by going to new file, new file, create another file wherein you use print, a parenthesis, double quotes, and type in some stuff, whatever stuff it might be, and just save the file again, name it say ex1.2.py, save the file on your desktop. Now if you see, the colors have changed once you save the file. Save the file on your desktop. If you see here, the another file ex1.2.py has been created. Go to terminal, do the exact same thing, ls cd desktop python 3 ex1.2.py, not 1.py, 1.2, since you will be trying to run this file, and then just hit return. Now if you see here, the stuff has been printed, whatever it was here. So now what I want you to do is go and create another file like this one, another print file like this one, save it on your desktop and run it in terminal the way I showed you. And I guess that's about it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.